Hello there friends, it's Mish here. We are going for some land metal detecting for a change. I'm back at my old park, haven't been here in a little while, so who knows what we'll find today. Without any further ado, let's grab the gear and let's go hunting. I've got my usual weapon of choice today, the XP Deus 2. And I've got my old park. Now the first thing I've noticed is that the grass is super long at the moment. This is not really ideal conditions because it means that when I swing the coil it's going to be an inch or two higher than off the ground, which means I lose an inch or two of depth in finding targets. That's okay. We might be able to make up for it in that the ground is a little bit wet. That's going to increase the conductivity, which is actually going to improve our chance of getting deeper signals. So the two might cancel each other out. Anyway, that's a lot of waffling on. I think I'll find something regardless. Now, for those who haven't seen this location before, it's not really much to look at. It's a whole lot of grass. What I can tell you about this place is that I tend to find older coins here. Not too many modern coins. It's not a place that people sit these days. The last time I was here, I found an amazing coin spill. I'll show you a picture here. I don't think I'll be able to beat that today, but you know, I might get some silver. That will be my goal for today. One little piece of silver would be lovely. All right, catch you at the first target. Well, the first signal could have gone either way, as it was a really scratchy, and I can barely get it now. It's ringing up like a 47 to 52. So I thought, could be junk, but nope, first coin of the day. 5-cent piece, it was up on its side, hence the scratchy kind of signal. But that's cool, we found it anyway. This soil is really nice and easy to dig today. So hopefully we can get to some of those deeper targets. We might even be able to turn it up to deep HC mode or something. I've got power lines nearby though. That might make it tricky. All right, good start. Let's keep going. Now this is potentially the exact same as what we just got. 5-cent piece. Maybe not. It's actually ringing up on the low end. So this could just be a scrap piece of metal. Can't hit it with the pinpointer yet. So let's go for a dig. Let's play in the mud. Who enjoyed playing in the mud as a kid? I did. My parents who had to do the laundry, not so much. Wasn't worth the dig, folks. Janky little bit of cancelor. That's cool. As you know, bad with the good, good with the bad. Ooh, I'm starting to wonder if I've picked the right place today. Had this thumper of a signal, 95. Noticed it was quite a large target, and then I've had a closer look. See the disturbance in the soil here? That's a dig mark. So then I thought, okay, I'm going to leave that one. Someone's done their homework here. So I went for a wander over here. Again, another thumping signal. 80, 81. Come in for another look. Can you see the plug? Yep. However, we probably could have avoided digging this one in the first place. I say we, whoever came here could have avoided it. Okay, so what I want you to picture is that there is a line at the base of my coil here, okay? I'm going to swing till we hear a beep. Roughly about there is where it starts to fade in, but it's faint. So we'll line that up with kind of the back of the plug there, right? So remember, imaginary line. It's now staying there. Let's keep swinging till there's no signal at all, which is roughly about there. Okay, so from there to here is roughly the width or length of our target. We can repeat this process. And again, right at the edge of that plug that was dug is where the signal starts. Swing, swing, swing. And it's about there, so halfway along the plug. So by that math, I think we've got a can or a can-like piece. It's longer going this way, it's a little shorter going this way, but it is roughly can size. Certainly bigger than a coin. A coin would have a more abrupt on and off over a smaller area. If we drew those two imaginary lines, they'd be a lot closer together. Anyway, normally I would do the right thing, dig these up, take these out. I know with this soil it can actually be quite difficult to extract cans from deep down, so we might just leave that be, let that plug heal. I'll probably end up digging it up at a later date anyway. We'll move on for now. We'll take the rest of the rubbish that we find as we go. Well, I thought on this custom program I'd turn pull tabs off. Clearly it's been a little while since I've looked in the notch settings, as I've just pulled up a pull tab before, and I pulled up 10 cents here, which I thought I wasn't going to get with the current settings. There was a surface 10 cent right here. You'll see it in the montage, and I reckon I've got another one right near it. Though now they've turned the camera on, they tend to have a magical way of turning themselves into pull tabs instead. Let's have a look, but I think this might be surface. Not quite surface, but not far. Fingers crossed. It is a very trashy location. I do expect to take home a lot of cancelor today, as I've got to dig them if I doubt them in any way. But this one, thankfully, is not cancelor. It's another 10 cent piece for the collection. Nice. Will I get coffee money here? It's a stretch. I did actually have a really good land hunt just prior to this one. It will be coming as a YouTube short. I didn't have my GoPro with me, but I did fairly well for quite a short little dig. So do look out for that one. It's very hard to accumulate a lot in these longer videos because of all the camera work. I don't get to dig as much as I'd like. Oh, this one's probably going to be a bottle cap. I'll get back to you on it. May as well have been part of a can. I wonder if this will be the first Goldie. Consistent 88. Not ridiculously far down and not an enormous target. So it's showing some positive signs. Now it's out of pinpoint range. I think my pinpoint is set to medium sensitivity at this point. I've actually forgotten how to change the sensitivity. I'm going to have to look at the manual again. The things that happen when you take a month off detecting. So funny story, while I'm digging I'm going to tell you a story. This was meant to be a beach video, and what happened was a couple of days ago I went down to the beach, all the camera gear in tow, full intentions of doing a massive day of filming, and I was there for maybe 20 minutes, found a couple of sinkers, you know, the usual sort of stuff, hello sinker squad, and then all of a sudden this wind just got up behind me. There'd been no wind at all, and then it turned into this gale force wind. I've turned around, there's this massive storm front coming, and yeah, basically everything went downhill very, very quickly, and I had to run off the beach. I think I need to concentrate here. I might have dug in the wrong spot. And yeah, so long story short, that video ended as quickly as it started. It might be a little, oh, yeah, we were a little bit off here, guys. Give me a min. So, yes, this land dig was kind of a last-ditch effort to try and get a video out. But hopefully it pays off anyway. Oh, this soil's such thick clay. This is not sounding promising. Give me a moment. Well, I turned the camera off thinking all hope was lost, but it wasn't. In the very next little go with my digger, we got $1. Now it's the women's suffrage $1, which is less common. I wouldn't call it rare, but you don't see too many of them in circulation anymore. Nice little coin, that. All right, on the board with $1.25, I think I'm up to. Nice. We might even have a hope of a coffee today. Well guys, your sinker queen is back at it again. This, judging by the flexibility, yep, and the colour in there, that is a piece of rolled lead. So, it'll melt down just the same as my sinkers. It'll make some dive weights. I really should do some more of that now that the sun's coming back out. Can't smelt lead when there's any chance of rain, so might be a good little springtime activity. But anyway, that is coming with me. Alright, going to take a punt on this one. This could go either way. It's a bit of a faint signal. 91. Could be predecimal. Just doesn't seem as punchy as a can. I've been very wrong on this in the past. Cross your fingers. Let's go. Well, let me tell you folks, I got the target. It's not a coin. I actually have no idea what this is. Now, sadly, it's in two pieces, and I feel like that may have been my fault. Ooh, that goes that way. Yep, that's a mystery item. I have not a clue what that was. Doesn't look like it's got any writing of any form. Nope. So if you happen to know what this is, please do let me know. Alright, it's definitely a relic of some description, so we're in the right area. Let's keep moving. Another dig, another coin. I'm going to assume this is 1 cent. I think the signal was up around the 90-91 mark. Yeah. 1 cent for our troubles. For my US viewers, these haven't been in circulation in Australia in about 30 years, give or take. We still find tons of them. There were hundreds of millions of them minted annually. So they are everywhere. The scourge of many a detectorist. I don't know. I like them. Well, crew, if you've hung in there this far and made it through all those trash targets, I think this might finally be something worthy of a video. Hopefully. Well, that's just rude. I was turning it on at this point because I was going to scan with the pinpointer and dig. Now I've had a look at my little tiger blade over here, and I'm not worried about the worm. I can see a coin. That is not what I wanted. Off the back of the 1 cent piece I just found, we have doubled our money with a 2 cent piece that sound rather teasingly like some of our old pennies and the like. Oh well. They'll be here somewhere. Come on, there's got to be a silver, or at least a penny. I'd settle for a penny. Let's move on. Well, not to be discouraged, I'm digging another signal that sounded very much like the 2 cent piece I just dug. 93, 94, bit of depth. I'm seeing a coin imprint there by the looks. Yep. Oh well, it was another 2 cent piece after all that. But I wouldn't know unless I try, right? I will always dig those mid-90s signals if they are coin-sized in nature. Let's make sure that's not a coin spill going on here. Nope, we're good. My goodness, look how mucky my gear is getting. After every dig at the moment, I'm having to scrape off the excess clay off my blade. On the flip side though, if I came back here in 3 months' time and tried to do this dig midsummer, I probably wouldn't be able to dig half these holes, as this ground, being so clay-like, seizes up and it becomes rock hard. It's not the easiest ground to mend either, but a little bit of rainfall and you'll never know I was here. Alright, that's about as stitched together as I'm going to get, I think. Let's move on. Potential coffee money target. Very small sounding 87. I have my fingers tightly crossed for $2. And that will bring us within sipping range of coffee money. In the plugs. Somewhere there she is. $2. Sweet. I've kind of lost count, but I think we're probably at about $2.30. No, $3.30. I found a dollar coin as well. We're nearly there. I reckon coffee money's the goal. I said silver's the goal. I'll settle for coffee money. Let's move on. Alright, another faint low to mid-90s signal. What do you reckon, guys? 1 cent piece? 2 cent piece? Canslaw? Or finally a predecimal coin? Can barely hear it. I think we've got to find out. Well, I've had to remove a few large red stones from this particular dig, and the target's underneath them. I've seen a little bit of green, so I'm thinking it is a copper related item, and this would honestly have to be one of the cruelest digs I've been on in a long time. So I saw that, saw the coppery sort of greeny tinge to it. I thought, yes, finally onto a penny. Nope. No, I'm not. I'm onto copper. I'm onto something coin size. Definitely not a penny, not a ring either. In fact, I've got no idea what that was in a former life. The age is right though. Ugh, what a cruel dig. Let's keep going. So I've actually got a detecting buddy at the moment. That little magpie over there. He's not little here. He's about so big. But I think he might be capitalising on the fact that I'm digging a bunch of holes, turning up a lot of worms, giving him a nice easy lunch. I'm enjoying the company anyway. My gosh, you lot, it finally happened, and of course I didn't turn the flipping camera on. Alright, let's have a listen. Now I've changed to my Goldies program, so it's only getting the high number targets. And this was really faint when I first got it, but it was a 91. Kind of fluctuated a bit more than that. Anyway, it's about 8 inch down. I finally popped a coin. Now that very much looks like a penny to me. Let's have a look. See if we can just make out enough detail to get maybe a monarch or just the general type of penny it is. Oh, she's pretty far gone. I can see a rim on the inside though, so it's one of the older Commonwealth style pennies. As for what monarch, yep, can't tell at this point. Can't really clean it with these gloves. So we'll give it a clean up at home. I'll give you the details on the screen, or as much as I can ascertain at least. Fantastic. Getting towards the end of the hunt, but at least we've had a win. All right. Wonder if it's got any neighbours nearby. I think I'm on another good coin, people. Let's have a listen. Now, it was about a 95 when I first scanned it. Oh gosh, it's faint now. Yeah, 94, 96. So we'll say mid-90s. I can see it. Haven't grabbed it out of the hole yet though. Whoops. There we go. Is it a penny? Looks like it's a penny. Now that is a young Queen Elizabeth II, rest in peace, on the obverse. And I'm going to guess it's a kangaroo penny. Yes it is. Can't quite get the year for you at the moment. I'll certainly show you now though. That one's in better condition than the other coin, but it's also a lot younger than the other one, if my theory on the other one's age was correct. And we're actually, now that I turn around, maybe about 2 feet away from where I found that first penny. Nice. Isn't it always the way? You detect a patch for a couple of hours, you finally get on the good stuff, right as it's about time to wrap up. Oh well. I've done it again. Another good signal, but I have been digging up a lot of junk, as you know. It is an exceptionally faint 91.92, but I can see a coin. We're about to find out what that coin is. Gentle. I think we've got another penny. I love the fact that these all ring up with slightly different numbers. Can never quite be sure. That is a well-corroded kangaroo penny. Oof, that has had a very hard life indeed. And it is King George VI. So not one of the latest ones. Well, I'm fighting with the dying GoPro battery, so hopefully you see this. But yes, King George VI, kangaroo penny. Year is on the screen for you, hopefully. Fantastic. Alright, crew. We're pretty much done. So basically, my GoPro went flat. Oh, can't sit in my finds bag, it's too full of stuff. So yes, GoPro's gone flat. To be honest, I've gone a little bit flat as well. I'm very tired. We've had a pretty good dig today. I didn't quite get that coffee money in the end, but I did get a couple of really nice predecimal coins. I can't wait to clean them up, work out what years they are and show you all. Thank you very much for joining me on this adventure. There'll be plenty more of them to come as I'm ramping back up into this YouTube business. So make sure in the meantime you take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next adventure. Cheers.